Welcome to the CDL testing pad. You can ace your pre-trip, nail backing, and drive perfectly. But if you make a single mistake on the air brake check, it is an immediate, automatic failure. You don't get a second chance. We're going to fix that. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how the physical airflow of your truck operates, allowing you to flawlessly execute the mandatory 4-part air brake check. Step 1 is gathering what you need. Grab a set of wheel chocks, pull up your phone's stopwatch, and sit in the driver's seat. If you memorize a bulleted checklist, the stress of exam day will cause you to blank. Understanding the mechanics of the air system is the only reliable way to guarantee a pass when the examiner is sitting right next to you. This diagram shows the complete air brake system. The cycle starts right here at the compressor, which pumps pressurized air directly into the wet and dry main storage reservoirs, so it's ready when you need it. Look at the tractor parking brake valve. When you pull the dashboard valves out, you exhaust that stored air. With the air gone, heavy mechanical spring brakes forcefully expand to lock the wheels for parking. Pushing the valves in does the exact opposite. You send compressed air from the tanks down the lines to compress those springs and hold them back, allowing the wheels to roll freely. This drum brake diagram shows where that physical force applies. Air enters the brake chamber, pushing out the rod to move the slack adjuster, which twists the brake cam to apply stopping friction directly to the wheel. Mastering the 4-part inspection test requires keeping this fundamental tug-of-war in your head. Every step you perform is just manipulating the balance between compressed air and mechanical spring force. Now we begin the 4-part check. Step 1. Secure the vehicle by placing your wheel chocks outside. Then start the engine and watch the primary and secondary air gauges on your dashboard. You are waiting for the system to build pressure. The governor must cut out and stop the compressor from pumping when the pressure hits between 120 and 140 psi, depending on your manufacturer's specific settings. You'll know this step is complete when you hear the sharp auditory sneeze of the air dryer releasing pressure, and you see the gauge needles completely stop moving. Do not forget to chock your wheels before starting this sequence. If you release the parking brakes without chocks, the truck will roll, and you will fail the test before you even begin. Establishing this maximum pressure baseline is the physical prerequisite for the rest of the test. You cannot accurately measure system leakage until the tanks are completely full. Step 2 is the applied air leakage rate test. Shut the engine completely off, and then immediately turn the ignition key back to the on or battery charge position. Next, push the dashboard parking brake valves in to release them. Then, press the foot brake down firmly and hold it there. You will see an initial pressure drop on the gauge as air fills the brake lines. Wait for the needle to completely settle. Starting your timer before the needle stabilizes is an automatic fail. Once stabilized, start your stopwatch for 1 full minute. During this hold, a single vehicle cannot lose more than 3 psi. A combination vehicle cannot lose more than 4 psi. This is why turning the key back to the on position in step 1 is critical. If you left the key off, you killed the electrical system, which means the alarms required for the next steps will not trigger. Passing this 1-minute hold proves that your closed air system can maintain safe operating pressure under an active, heavy braking load. Step 3 tests the low air warnings. With the engine still off and the key still on, begin fanning the foot brake, rapidly pressing and releasing the pedal to bleed the pressure out of the system. Keep your eyes on the dash. The low air warning light and buzzer must activate before the pressure drops below 55 psi. For step 4, continue fanning the foot brake. You are intentionally draining the remaining air that is holding those heavy spring brakes back. Watch the dashboard parking brake valves closely. They must automatically close and pop out when the gauge reads between 20 psi and 45 psi. You are looking and listening for physical confirmation. You will hear a loud thwack as the valves pop outward, which tells you the emergency spring brakes have successfully engaged. These automatic fail-safes are your ultimate mechanical lifeline. They prove that if you suffer catastrophic air loss while driving down the highway, the truck will safely bring itself to a stop. Completing those 4 sequential steps confirms your air brake system is fully functional and safe for the road. But mechanical success isn't enough to get your license. You must clearly verbalize every single action, the exact PSI numbers you are reading, and the final outcomes directly to the examiner sitting next to you. To reset the truck to a drivable state, restart the engine, let the pressure build back up to the governor cutout, and remove the wheel chocks from outside.
Practice this sequence until it becomes pure muscle memory. Knowing exactly how the air and springs work together is how you override exam day nerves, confidently narrate your inspection, and secure your CDL.